So Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, said something that really stuck with me. He said that we're going to see one-person companies with billion-dollar valuations very soon, which would have been unimaginable without AI, but now I think it's going to happen. So here's the consensus from our team. We think that there's going to be a creator, an amazing storyteller who's studied the greats and knows filmography inside and out, who will create a feature film entirely using AI for the visuals. And that film is going to cross $100 million in earnings. But here's what I want you to understand. That creator, they won't be trying to make $100 million. That's not what drives someone to make a great film. They're just gonna be so caught up in making something that they love, so obsessed with their story, their world, their characters, that the money is just what happens when the world falls in love with it too. Every great film in history was made by someone who couldn't not make it. That's the kind of person that we're talking about. But here's the thing, we're not quite there yet. Not quite. I'm from LA, and if you know anything about LA, you know it's the place where dreams go to die. There are thousands of scriptwriters in that city, brilliant, passionate people who have poured years of their lives into stories that will most likely never get told. Not because those stories aren't good enough, but because they don't know the right people. They don't have the right connections, and they can't get past the gatekeepers. Think about that. Someone could have written the next great American screenplay, but right now it sits in a drawer because a studio executive never took that meeting, because a producer didn't return the call, because the system, I'm talking about the way Hollywood has always worked, is designed to keep most people out. That's the world that we've been living in, but guys, it's not the world that we're headed toward. Before we go further, we need to talk about two forces that are gonna try to stand in your way. Two enemies, we'll call them, and you really definitely gotta understand both of them. Enemy number one is gonna be the studios. I'm talking about the traditional Hollywood machine that's been the gatekeeper for a century. They controlled the stages, the cameras, the distribution. If they didn't give you a green light, you basically didn't exist. And here's the truth, those studios, they're terrified of this future because their power was never built on superior creativity. It was built on the scarcity of tools and the insane cost of production. They had the equipment and the budgets, and you didn't. That was the whole game. But guys, that gap is closing fast. And while these studios, they spend $200 million on overhead and middle management, there's gonna be soon a solo creator that's building a cinematic world on a fraction of that. And guys, once that gap closes completely, they're gonna have no leverage left. Technology doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't care about development hell or green light committees. It just moves forward. And the creators who ride that wave will become more powerful than the studios ever were, not because they have more money, but because they have total, uncompromising freedom. Let's talk about enemy number two. Enemy number two is what I call AI slop creators. This one's important because as AI gets cheaper and more powerful, the market is gonna be absolutely flooded with garbage. You're gonna see more kittens doing karate, mindless, soulless content churned out by people looking for a quick buck. It's gonna be a tsunami of AI slop. And here's why that matters to you. The noise will be deafening. The platforms will be drowning in it, which means that the bar for standing out, for being seen, actually gets a lot higher, not lower. But that's also to your advantage because slop doesn't have a soul. It doesn't have a story. It doesn't have the thing that makes someone sit in a dark theater and cry and laugh and feel something that they've never felt before. That's what you bring. And that's what separates a real creator from someone running a prompt farm. The slop creators will come and go. They always do. But great storytelling endures. It always has. And if you think this is all theoretical, that the future is years away, let me tell you something that just happened like days ago. A guy named Ryan Lightbourn posted an AI video online. And Ryan is a 42-year-old former filmmaker. He said that he made this short film called Frost Blood 3, Souls of Fire, entirely with AI in only 3 days. And the total cost, $39 in credits. That's crazy. He did the writing, the directing, the cinematography, the art direction, the special effects, editing, sound design, literally all of it. Just one person. And the result had character consistency, had spoken dialogue, real cinematography, the stuff that a year ago people said AI just couldn't do. Winter's over. When he posted that video, it got 2 million views in 3 days. So let's do the math. His film was 2.5 minutes long, $39. That's about $15 a minute. Scale that to a 120-minute feature film, and you're looking at roughly $2,000. If we're being honest, 8 to 10,000 if you wanted to be generous with iteration and polish. That's it. That's today. That's like right now. Now, I want to be honest with you, because I'm not here to sell you hype. What Ryan made was incredible. On your phone, maybe your laptop, it genuinely had movie caliber visuals. But on a 60-foot theater screen, you'd still see the seams. The visuals are impressive, but they're not fully movie realistic yet. There's still an uncanny quality. The way surfaces interact with light, the textures, the depth, a trained eye could tell. The resolution is at 720p. Maybe you can upscale it to 4K, but it's not like native cinema quality 4K plus. I'd be interested to see what the bit depth of the color is, you know? It's not the kind of image that would fill an entire IMAX screen. And then there's scale. Nailing this for 2.5 minutes is one thing. Holding that quality, that consistency across 120 minutes, across hundreds of shots, that's honestly like a different beast entirely. But here's what matters. None of those are creative problems. The visuals are getting more photorealistic with every model update. Resolution is a compute problem. Scale is a cost problem. These are all engineering challenges on the trajectory of getting solved. So this raises the obvious question, if math says you could make a 120-minute film for a few $1,000s, why hasn't anyone done it yet? The truth is for a few reasons. First, the human labor doesn't scale the way cost does. Ryan spent 3 days on 2.5 minutes. Scale that proportionally, and you're looking at roughly 5 months of solo work for a feature. Every shot is literally a separate generation, manually curated, manually edited, and there's no unified pipeline yet. You're stitching together 5 or 6 different AI models by hand. It's artisanal, not industrial. Second, the Venn diagram of people who have real filmmaking craft and who know how to use these AI tools, it's tiny. Not a lot of people sit in that overlap right now. Ryan does, and that's exactly why his work stood out. And third, the models are moving so fast, this is a big one, that people are really hesitant to commit to an entire film. If you spend 5 months making a feature, the tools might be dramatically better by the time you finish, so people just wait. And here's the thing about waiting, someone's gonna stop waiting. Someone's gonna be first, and the person who goes first with the craft, the patience, and the willingness to just do it while everyone just hesitates, that person is gonna change everything. Now, I'm gonna show you some AI generated videos while I keep talking, so just watch, just take it in and listen, because what you're seeing on screen right now, this is where we are today, and I'm about to tell you where this goes next. Right now, generating a 120-minute feature film at true cinema quality, photorealistic visuals, native 4K, consistent across every scene, would cost a significant amount of money to the average person, like we talked about before. The compute is just too expensive. These AI models consume massive amounts of energy to run the hardware and process everything, and that cost, of course, gets passed directly to creators like you and me. But the cost curve is collapsing, and there are ideas on the table that could accelerate it even faster. It's funny, Elon Musk brought up something fascinating. He said, like, what if we put data centers in space? Think about it. In space, you don't need cooling systems. The vacuum handles that, and you have constant access to solar energy, no power grid bills, no infrastructure overhead, just sunlight physics and processing power. This idea was shot down, at least for now, by a couple other peers in the industry, but it's definitely something interesting to think about for the future. Director James Cameron once said that he couldn't make his film Avatar for 20 years because the technology just wasn't there. For 20 years, he sat on that vision, waiting for the tools to catch up, and that era is ending. The gap between what you can imagine and what you can create is closing so fast. When energy gets cheaper and the models leap forward, and both are happening simultaneously, all 3 of those gaps close at once. The visuals become more photorealistic, the resolution hits true cinematic quality, and the cost drops so dramatically that generating a feature film goes from financially out of reach to within your grasp. And at that point, the only thing between your idea and the screen is you, which is crazy to think about. And this is where video editors are already thriving, because they're already building tools like Chat Video Pro that bring generative AI directly inside your editor. And we actually think that's a game changer. Instead of bouncing between web apps, one for video generation, one for thumbnails, one for rotoscoping, one for color grading, Chat Video Pro puts over 10 AI models inside Premiere Pro. I'm talking about Claude, Veo, Kling, GPT, right in your timeline. You can bring AI into your footage or generate entirely new footage to go along with your idea. I'm talking about VFX, restyling, rotoscoping, thumbnails, upscaling, all inside one panel. And also there's no subscription. You can buy it once and it's yours forever. The cool thing is the generations cost you pennies because Chat Video Pro connects you directly to the actual AI model providers. You're basically paying the lowest rate that they offer because it's direct to consumer. You're paying as you go. It was awesome partnering with Chat Video Pro with this video, and you can check out our link in the description if you want to check it out. So if that future is coming, and it is, what do you do to prepare yourself right now, today, to be ready for when it arrives? Here's what we think as a team. Number one, study the greats. I'm talking about watch great films, and I mean really watch them. Take notes, understand composition, understand pacing, understand why a scene works. Not just what happens in it, but why it makes you feel something. Study how a director uses symmetry to create unease, how a single tracking shot can build unbearable tension, how an animated film can make you feel wonder without a single word of dialogue. Think about how the way a story is structured in time can completely change its emotional impact. Think about how silence, the absence of sound, can be more powerful than any score. And here's the hard truth: if you don't love watching films, you really shouldn't be making them, like period. The technology is just a tool. The artistry comes from years and years of watching, absorbing, and understanding. Number two, you've got to study script writing, learn structure, learn how to build tension, learn dialogue, learn why the second act is where most stories fall apart and what to do about that. Number three, become a practitioner right now. Don't wait. This is not a spectator sport. Pick up your camera, pick up your phone, pick up Adobe Premiere and DaVinci Resolve, start shooting, start writing, start editing, make something terrible. Make something slightly less terrible, then do it again. Get good at it now, guys, before these tools are cheap, before they're perfect. Because when that inflection point hits, when compute becomes dirt cheap and these models are crazy photorealistic, you don't want to be left behind. You want to be ready. The creators who are practicing now, who are failing and iterating and learning now, those are the ones who will be positioned to make that $100 million film. The ones sitting on the sidelines, they're going to be playing catch up while you're already running. So number four, this one's very important. Learn marketing. This is the one nobody really wants to hear, but it might be the most important. You can literally create the greatest film ever made, but if no one sees it, it doesn't matter. In the world that we're heading into, where studios aren't distributing your film for you, where the platforms are flooded with AI slop, your ability to market yourself, to build an audience, to cut through the noise is literally everything. Learn how to build a community around your work. Learn how to tell the story behind the story, because audiences don't just connect with the film, they connect with the filmmaker. They connect with the journey, the vision, the why. Because here's the reality, guys, when we get to the point where technology allows, like say 100,000 people to be able to create a film by themselves, the scarce resource isn't production anymore. It's gonna be attention. And attention goes to the people who know how to earn it. Number five, it's going to be very important to know how to build a world. Think about the biggest franchises in history: Star Wars, Harry Potter, Marvel, Lord of the Rings. What do they all have in common? They didn't just tell a story, they built a world, a universe that audiences want to live inside, a place that's so rich and detailed that people come back again and again. That's the opportunity in front of you. Don't just think about making a film, think about building an entire world. Think about the characters, the history, the rules, like the mythology, because a world can sustain 100 stories. And here's something that excites me even more. Think about the documentaries, the niche stories, the passion projects that will never get made under the old studio system. The studio would never greenlight a documentary about competitive mushroom foraging or the history of a tiny village in rural Japan. The audience is just too small. Where are you gonna get the budget to do something like that? The return just isn't there. But with AI-powered filmmaking, the cost of production drops so dramatically that these stories now become viable. You don't need 100 million viewers. You just need a small, passionate community. And there are so many communities for absolutely everything these days. I don't know if you've seen Reddit. So if you've got a story that's burning inside of you, something deeply personal, something niche, something that studios would laugh at, that's exactly the story that you should be building. So let's bring this back to where we started. In the future, there's going to be a filmmaker who uses AI tools in a way that makes them wildly successful. One person, one vision, one $100 million film. You need to be ready, because if you're not ready, your friend down the street's going to be.